nerds, it's Tiri. Welcome back to my show. This is my second time recording this video. The first time I recorded it, well, the spawn was napping, and now I have to try to record it with her playing. So I apologize. I put her in her pack and play with the quietest toys that I could find, aka non-electronic. She can, however, reach my chair, and she's very intrigued by what I'm doing. So we'll see how this goes. Alright, we'll just make this video together, okay, Cookie? The reason for the second recording is that in working on drivers and trying to get my webcam to work right, etc., my webcam microphone somehow became what XSplit decided to use, and that's not acceptable because it sounds real bad. So, topics of today include World of Warcraft Legion's new raid, Emerald Nightmare overview, PvP Season 1 for Legion, new to Brewfest in 2016, Patch 7.1 UI updates, and possible Suramar questline rewards. Legion's first raid, Emerald Nightmare, was released in Tuesday's patch, and many of you have already gone in, but whether you've just stepped foot into it or you haven't even tried it, some of this information may prove useful. The frames and the quality of this webcam are really pissing me off, but whatever, let's just get through it, okay? The Emerald Nightmare raid is located in the center of Val'sharah. Emerald Nightmare is a partially non-linear raid in that you have to kill Nyfendra first, then you get into a room with 4 portals, and you can do any of those 4 bosses in whatever order you want. She's distracting, isn't she? You can do the next 4 bosses in whatever order you want, and then you get out of the portal room and you can do Cenarius, and then Xavius. You have to do Cenarius first. So first and last 2 are linear, middle 4 are not. Some of the bosses are required for some of your profession advancement. Nyfendra and Cenarius are 2 that we know of for sure. Looks like possibly leatherworking and herbalism, from what I can tell by the names of the quest. Sorry, she's distracting me. All bosses drop some 1 and 2 rank profession recipes, and we know Ren Farrell, Ursoc, and Xavius drop rank 3 formulas for neck enchants. There's a chance to get the Nightmare Whelpling pet off of Dragons of Nightmare, and Xavius spawns Dream Whelpling, which can be caught. Xavius can also drop the Nightmare Illusion for your weapon, which is usable by enchanters as well as non-enchanters. Several bosses also have a chance to drop hidden artifact appearances. Now that we've got all the fun loot out of the way, the item level drops from Emerald Nightmare are LFR is 835, normal mode is 850, heroic mode is 865, and mythic mode is 880. You have a chance to get Warforged out of any of the modes, which is 10 item levels higher than the difficulty level. And you have a chance to get Titan Forged, which is 15 item levels higher. Highest item level you can get out of Emerald Nightmare is 895. Though Emerald Nightmare doesn't drop tier 19 as expected, because that's how all the expansions are really, the tiers come later, the looks of a lot of the gear does resemble the tier gear. Archmage Landaloc and Dalaran sells Seals of Broken Fate for a bonus roll capability in Emerald Nightmare. It's going to cost you gold or order resources in 1,000, 2,000, or 4,000 increments. The Wowhead guide for Emerald Nightmare is linked in the description, including boss encounter guides, loot tables, and even how to get your professions ready to aid in raiding. Not only did we get a new raid on Tuesday, September 20th, but we also started PvP Season 1 for Legion. She's okay. Which means PvPers can now put their honor talents to work in battlegrounds and arenas. Thank goodness! Maybe there will be less swarming of Horde outnumbering my little non-PvP ass out in the world. And it can be a little more even, because, you know, more of the people that are into PvP will be, like, in PvP zones where they should be. With this PvP season starting, you can save up your prestige and buy yourself mounts and other rewards, such as the prestigious Bronze Courser. The Season 1 Gladiator mount is the Vindictive Gladiator Storm Dragon. You have choices of other mounts by obtaining the Vicious Saddle, such as the Vicious War Trike, the Vicious Galnean War Horse, Vicious War Strider, and Vicious War Relic. I've covered the Brewfest event in the past, but today I'm going to go over what's new for 2016. Brewfest in World of Warcraft is going through October 6th. Core and Dire Brew's gear is now item level 810, so if you're working on alts or just starting out on your main, that will aid you in gearing up for 5-man heroics. My favorite thing they've added for 2016 is Gravel Goldbraid's famous sausage hat. It's a sausage hat. I mean, really, how could you not want to wear sausages on your head? It's a toy and it costs 100 Brewfest prize tickets at the vendor. You can also get Synth Brew Goggles XL, which gives you the effects of being drunk with not actually being drunk. You take off the goggles and you're not drunk anymore. These cost 200 Brewfest prize tokens. Some consumables include the Spirit Spirits, which gets you really drunk and also puts you in the spirit realm for 5 minutes, and throwing sausage that you can throw at your friends, because we need more items in the game that you can throw at your friends and people can throw at me and clutter up my bags and I just have to destroy because I can't stand it. Oh well. It's fun. Brewfest. Check the link in the description for a full guide to Brewfest. I've gone over some of the things to be excited about in the upcoming patch 7.1, like Karazhan, for example. We also are going to see some pretty significant UI changes. They're adding an up arrow to any item level upgrade in your bag. So this may help if you're using specific gear literally just to have the item level to queue for something, but you have something with better stats, sneaky, or it might just make it a little easier to tell what gear not to vendor and that you may want to use for an alternate spec or at least check out. That's very nice, but my favorite UI change that they are adding in patch 7.1 is they're adding your quest objectives and NPCs to your flight path map. I have been asking for this, not really directly, I never really sent a suggestion in, which is probably the dumbest ever, but I've been talking about how amazing this would be for so long. In fact, I just said it on a stream the other day. I really want to be able to see my quest objectives on the flight path map, because I just have to, if I go to the flight path guy and I'm like, ah crap, I haven't checked to see which flight path is there or nearest, and it's kind of hard to remember exactly where your objectives are when you're looking at a map without them, right? Especially since the scale of the map is totally different. So yeah, then I have to close out and open up my regular map and then close that and then talk to the flight master again. And it's the worst. So thank you, Blizzard. Thank you for fixing this for me. So before Legion, we could hide our helms and we could hide our cloaks in the options menu under interface. And then when Legion came out, they added that to the appearances transmog guy. So it's in your appearances tab. Well, then they also gave us the ability to hide our shoulders, which to me is the weirdest thing ever. I would never want to do that. But with patch 7.1, you can hide belts. So it feels like they're progressively working on allowing us to run around naked. And while I'm okay with that, I am a little surprised. They are expanding the macro creation tab, giving more options, making it easier to choose your icon, which is nice because the window's always been entirely too small. And they've also added a quick join option to your friends list. Lastly, with patch 7.1, they are adding a 9-week quest line added on to the Suramar campaign. Wowhead has made videos of each section of this quest line. We have Lockdown, Missing Persons, Trading Tirinei, An Elven Problem, Crafting War, March on Suramar, Elisande's Report, Breaking the Nighthold, and As Strong as Our Will. A very long, but very rewarding campaign. Speaking of rewarding, we have the Arcanist's Mana Saber, which is supposedly connected to this quest line, and I'm really excited about this mount. It is beautiful. It might be the most beautiful mount I've ever seen, and I really, really need it in my life. 7.1 could not come soon enough. There is speculation that you're rewarded with this mount from completing the Suramar campaign. I'm gonna go for it, and it's gonna be magical because it's beautiful. Well, that is my show for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed despite my quality issues and the loud baby in the background. I hope that I did the content justice. There are links for everything I talked about in the description. Please do leave me a comment. Drop me a like if you like this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. And check back every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, unless I have a real bad Wednesday. This video is going up Thursday. For a new video, whether it be gameplay or news. I also stream every Tuesday and Friday and most evenings. So check my Twitch schedule at twitch.tv/Tirinei, and also follow me on Twitter because I will let you know if my schedule is changing and as soon as I know if I'm going to stream a rando stream. So I hope to see you on the next one. But until then, please do take care of yourselves. I love you all. Bye. Caitlin, say bye.